Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and we're here to talk about an indie house. If you guys have watched this channel at all, indie houses that are not like really big indie houses are kind of my thing. And I actually received some fragrances from the house of Samy Andraus, which I find to be a very affordable house with very unique offerings, and I'll tell you a little bit about that in a minute here. So he does his own thing. They're very unique. He has a lot of different offerings. They're all extrait de parfum, so very strong, and I can attest to the fact that they are very potent and they last very long. Obviously some are going to go a little hard with projection than others, but you're definitely going to have something pretty unique, and let's go ahead and start talking about them. So the first one I want to talk about, because I already brought it up on my Indian niche fragrances for fall, is going to be Majestic. Now, I already told you that this house, they have the notes right on the back of the bottle. By the way, the bottles are all 1 ounce, 30 ml, extrait de parfums. But this one has bergamot, black tea, grapefruit, berries, cinnamon, cardamom, leather, and incense. And I think what you're going to get the most out of here is the black tea, cardamom, some leather, and just a touch of incense. But basically, it's a tea fragrance, and it's warm, and it's got some spices in it. And it's really, really good. And you can pick up that leather. I don't feel like it's an aggressive leather at all. It's a very nice, comforting leather. I love this fragrance. I really, really love this fragrance. I really like a tea fragrance in general, but when it comes to fall, notes like cardamom, leather, kind of spicy, warm fragrances, they're pretty perfect. Yeah, this fragrance is just so nice. And I haven't smelled anything like it, which I really like. This one, I usually like save my favorite for last, but because I already talked about it, I decided to talk about it at the beginning here. Definitely try out Majestic if you like a nice tea note and you want something warm. It's very strong, and if you spray it on clothes, it pretty much just stays. You do have to wash it off, but to be completely honest, I really like that. Next. The next one I'm going to talk about, I've already kind of discussed a little bit on Instagram, and it's going to be Oxiline Grafito. So the notes of this one are going to be cardamom, grapefruit, lavender, woody notes, cashmere, vetiver, and leather. What I get from this is a leathery, woody fragrance with a little bit of sweetness coming out. I don't get a ton of sweetness, but I get just enough to kind of soften everything up. You definitely pick up the cashmere in here. I don't pick up a ton of lavender, but I'm thinking that that's kind of just a background note to give everything just like a touch of freshness, so it doesn't get too dark. And it doesn't get too dark. Even though this bottle would make you think this is probably a really dark fragrance, this never gets too dark. It's definitely rich, but it's got a little bit of a creaminess to it. Yeah, it's really good. To me, this is a really sexy date night fragrance. At least that's what I would use it for, and I like wearing it. It's a really nice wearing experience. None of these really stay linear. I mean, not so far at least. If you wear it for an entire day, they do kind of tend to change, but it's kind of nice, and you get wafts of it through the air all day. Yeah, this one's definitely like darker, sexier, and I mean, I guess it depends on what it does on your skin. On my skin, it was like the perfect amount of sweetness kind of came out, and it stayed kind of dark, but definitely inviting. It would definitely one to draw people in, because again, I find this one to be really, really sexy. Next. So this next one kind of threw me for a loop the first time I smelled it, because I wasn't 100% sure what I was smelling. Definitely different than anything I've ever smelled, but as this dries down, it just changes. I think this one probably changes the most out of all of them. Well, this one and one other one. And the fragrance I'm talking about is Amethyst Kosmos. The notes in this are going to be plum, cinnamon, labdanum, woody notes, cypress, vanilla, and fir. Now, initially, when you smell this, it's just very sweet, and I couldn't really figure out what I was smelling, but as it dried down, I would say just a couple minutes in, probably about 5 minutes in, you start noticing that's the plum and the cinnamon mixing with some of that labdanum, some of that cypress, some of that fir, and then you start picking up the notes. There's vanilla in here, and I think that's one of the main notes that sweetens it. Between that and the plum, you're definitely getting a sweeter fragrance. As it starts drying down, it's not that super sweet fragrance. It's a sweet fragrance, but it's mostly woody and spicy. And it dries down really nicely. And again, super unique. You can kind of tell by the bottle, it's like, it's just different. But I really like this one, and I think the more I wear it, the more this one kind of grows on me. The problem is Majestic's kind of already front runner because I really like that tea note, but I wouldn't be super surprised if I continued to wear this and this one kind of bumped it out. Not sure yet, but definitely a different one. I like plum fragrances. I think it's really hard to dislike plum fragrances, and the way that it mixes in with all the spices and woody notes here, I really enjoy. I tend to really enjoy cypress. I don't know why, but with that note, just like when it comes in, it kind of makes a fragrance more sexy. Do you guys agree with me on that? I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one that thinks cypress is just like a really sexy note. Yeah, I think that's really, really good. Yeah, this one may eventually go out as the front runner. There's another one that might go out. There's 3 of them, I think, that are gonna be tied for #1. So let's go on to the next one next. So this one to me is a modern day fougere, but I would say unisex because it's got a nice little bit of sweetness to it. And that's gonna be Kernel. So I'm gonna read the notes on this, and I think one of them is gonna be one that's like, huh, different. So you got bitter orange, white chocolate, Tahitian vanilla, woody notes, patchouli, olibanum, incense, citruses, rose, and orris. And I think it is like a nice modern day fougere, but it's a little bit sweeter. You're not gonna get a really pronounced white chocolate, but it is a sweeter, creamier feel. If you really smell and you're looking for white chocolate, honestly, you are going to smell it. Like right now, I smell it. Yeah, and it's really good. It's just like a sweeter, more unisex version of a fougere. I think you could wear it year round, but I am looking forward to wearing this on colder days. I think this is one that I'm gonna want to dress up for sure. Yeah, it's a really nice fragrance. I think the more I smell this white chocolate note, the more I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be a really good one. I'm definitely gonna wear one of these today, but like every time I smell the next one, I'm just like, okay, well maybe this one. But this one is really good. Yeah, it's like sweeter and it's kind of got a rich creaminess to it, but that same kind of classic upscale feel that you're gonna get from a fougere. If you've tried Kernel, let me know what you think. I actually really liked, I mean, I like all of them so far. I feel like this is one that I'm going to be pulling for now that it's colder. Again, I think this one's really versatile. You could wear it year round, but I feel like I really like the sweetness in here for fall and winter. Next. All right, so this next one is going to be really unique. It's going to be Oxiline Cobre. All right, guys, so you got leather, gaiac wood, labdanum, and spices. And it's so funny, but when this one opens up, you got like this mentholated feel. I don't know exactly what that comes from. As it dries down, you're getting exactly what the notes say, but in a really good way. Woody, spicy fragrance. You've got that labdanum note in there. It's kind of sweet, ambery. It smells really, really good. I think this could be the one I wear today. I think if you're looking for something unique, but that you could really dress up, probably Oxiline Cobre is going to be the way to go. Because you could dress it up or dress it down. I mean, probably these two would be the way to go. Kernel and Oxiline Cobre. This one's really unique. I'm going to say Oxiline Cobre is probably the second most unique. I would say it's probably Oxiline Cobre and Amethyst Kosmos. Amethyst Kosmos might be the most unique, and then this one. But honestly, I would say it's probably a tie between the two. They're both really different. I've never smelled anything like either one of them. And The way that they change in the dry down is really appealing to me, and I think it's probably going to be appealing to a lot of people. Again, the performance on all of these is really strong. I wouldn't overspray them. I kind of did that the first day I tried Majestic, and I probably went like 4 sprays on a sweater. I've never needed that many sprays of anything this strong. But it does smell really good, so I know why I did it. If you've tried anything from the house of Samy Andraus, let us know down below. Let me know what I need to check out next. Also, people read the comments, so typically if people are looking for suggestions, they're checking down there, seeing what other people liked. Let me know your experience with the house. Let me know if you want to try any of these. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like this video if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to get notified when I drop new videos. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!